SEO for Dentists Part 5. This is the last part, analyzing and measuring SEO success. If you haven't seen parts 1 through 4, you definitely should watch those first. This video talks about how you're going to measure the impact or whether any of what you're doing in videos 1 through 4 is actually working or not. So let's get into it. So you can't really talk about measuring SEO success without talking about Google Search Console. Google Search Console is the tool that Google gives us to see how our website is performing on Google. We're going to use a combination of this tool and possibly another tool such as Semrush or Ahrefs or some sort of keyword tracking tool overall to see how our SEO is progressing. There are different stages to measuring SEO success. Stage 1, in my opinion, is pages indexed. In the local SEO part of this video series, I talked about how you should be building new pages, each of which is targeting different service plus location queries. And in part 3, I talked about your content strategy. If you're shooting video, generating transcripts, optimizing for search, or if you're blogging, you need to know if any of this stuff is getting indexed by Google. Google Search Console will help you to do that. To start, you need to go over to where it says pages, and we're going to check this report right here. There's a few of these errors that you want to keep an eye out for. A big one is this crawled, currently not indexed, but you have others such as discovered not indexed and duplicate Google chose different canonical than user. Likewise, you could just uncheck this, look at the data about your indexed pages and see what pages have been indexed by Google. For me personally, this is more of a keeping track about what has not been indexed though. So what are these 3 codes that I'm talking about that indicate that your content is not getting indexed? First, discovered, not indexed. This means that Google knows that the page is there, but they just haven't had time to crawl the page and then put it into the Google index. The second one, crawled, not indexed, is a bigger problem. This means that Google crawled the page and then it just determined that it didn't want to put it into the index. And I want to see, is there anything in here that's not indexed that should be? Here we have this. This article is myths about reducing wrinkles. All right, and then I'm going to click on this request indexing. I'm going to ask Google to put it into the index. Now, Google may or may not comply. They've been getting stingier and stingier about what they want to put into the search results, but there's no limit on how many times you can try to ask Google to index your page. Just don't do it all in the same day. So measure number 1, how many of your pages of the new pages that you're putting up are getting indexed. Measurement number 2, keyword rankings. There's a lot of ways to check your keyword rankings. Google Search Console does have this average position report that you can look at the page at the keyword level. However, these numbers can't always be necessarily reliable. If you are a dentist in Philadelphia, you're going to show up maybe very highly for a query like dentist near me for someone that is 2 blocks away from your office, and maybe a position 80 for someone that's out in the suburbs. All of that's going to get averaged out in your Google Search Console report, which is why keyword trackers like Ahrefs exist. These keywords allow us to check the search engine results from specific pages on different devices and track trends over time, which leads us to the 3rd measurement, organic traffic. This is the thing that Google Search Console is best for. It can show you trends in your organic clicks over time. You can expand this out up to 16 months. It's possible to warehouse this data in BigQuery. So if you ever wanted to have years and years of data from your Google Search Console, you can. And this data is straight from Google. It's telling you how much organic traffic it's sending to your website and for what queries. Which leads us to the 4th measurement of SEO success, and the most important, conversions. For this, you're going to need Google Analytics. Using Google Analytics, you can see how many conversions, how many phone calls, contact form submissions, bookings you've received from organic search. The reason we're doing all of this is to drive patients to your dental practice. How many of them are coming in through organic search? When you see that number is increasing, your SEO is working. When it's flat or even going down, it's not. I hope this video series was helpful. If it was, please consider giving me a like. And if you'd like to book a time to talk with me and someone from my team about how we might be able to help you in your dental practice, don't forget to book a time with me.